5 series on the SP404 Mark II, where I cover a topic in about 5 minutes. Noel writes in with a feature request. He's very interested in seeing the SP404 Mark II be able to more musically make some sample length changes. As far as I can tell, reading the comment, he likes that you can edit the start and end and loop points of a sample, but that like we can't adjust the, like you can't like do something like hold the shift and then adjust the start point and have it shift also the loop and end points, which I agree. It's kind of a bummer. And he's also looking for a way to kind of more musically adjust the size based on things like 16th notes or quarter notes or something. Some of that stuff I don't quite know how you do the interface for, but like, let's just record in a drum I've got here. Got a drum loop on the MPC. And we can see, or maybe you heard it or not, it started recording on the snare. My weight trigger must be a little bad or a little low, or actually a little high, but we'll stop this. We've got the loop here. Let's turn fixed velocity on. All right. So if I go start and end, you can see it's a little low here. Let's go normalize this just so it's easier to hear. Whoa, now it's super loud. All right. So first thing we could do is we could come in on this kick here and we'll zoom in a bit more to just get like really, whoops. I don't know why it zoomed out there, but okay. Must have tapped one of the other knobs. Anyway, we'll go there and we'll zoom in pretty close and get the end of the snare hit here. Because right after that, this is just a simple kind of house beat or something. Not a big deal. Turn gate off and loop on. So we got like something a little goofy here. Let's zoom out. Well, you can see, first of all, the loop point got shifted out. And if you don't know, the loop point, actually, let me zoom in more so you can see. Let's stop that. I just want to stop the loop, not kind of go. Start over. If we zoom way in, watch what happens if I adjust the start point. I'm adjusting the start point and it's going to drop that loop point for whatever the latest your stop point is. So it's kind of annoying that you can't lock these together either. That's my feature request, is give us the option to lock them. But I'm just going to take and adjust the loop point back to the start point and you'll hear it'll loop fine now. So that's nice. The problem is there's nothing we can hold to kind of get it to edit. Like for me, being able to like hold shift or something would be really nice if we could hold shift and then you could move your start point, but instead it's changing our zoom level. Why? I don't know, because we already have the encoder for doing the zoom level, but in my mind, it would be nice if you could hold, like once you get the loop set up, you could hold shift and move like the start or end point and have it like everything move together. Maybe Roland can do a different way to do this, but that's my dream. Besides that, being able to adjust more musically based on note composition, I think it's a little bit more difficult, and I don't know how much metadata Roland wants to really store in here. We're already storing the mark points when you exit out, which is from like the chop, it'll store those now. So I do think it is entirely possible that we could get a menu to enter in like for what we have selected. Like, what is that? Is it a bar? Is it half a bar or something else? And then have a way to kind of move that start, end, or loop point based on some of those values. But I think that one's a tougher one to solve. I'm not sure how you'd implement the interface for that. Anyway, I agree with you, Noel. At the very least, Roland, feature request, can you allow us a way to, once we've got a nice loop going, that we can adjust all the start loop and end points together for the sample without having to go in and mess around with like the shift and value knobs and then do all the math ourselves, because doing the math can be a little bit tricky. And sometimes it's nice to visually kind of see where you're having things land. Anyway, everybody, thanks for stopping by. Keep making music, keep having fun. And remember, if it sounds good, it is good. Peace.